Riri said yes, but to what exactly? And what does that mean for her future? Welcome to Haynes for Heroes, I'm Alex Haynes, and if you're new to the superhero genre, don't worry, I got your cape. And in this video, we're gonna break down the explosive season finale of Ironheart. So let's just jump right into it. Let's kick things off with Riri desperately trying to build a new suit of armor that will be powerful enough to help her take down the hood. But there's just one major problem. She can't find a reliable power source. The usual tech just isn't cutting it, so Riri has to make a risky choice. Tap into the same magic that gives the hood his powers. Riri turns to the young sorceress Zelma, and Zelma helps Riri channel that energy into her armor, but she warns her, this type of magic always comes with a cost. It is demonic magic after all. With this new knowledge, Riri creates her most comic book accurate suit yet. Sleek, powerful, and now magically powered. But the moment the suit activates, her AI, Natalie, is completely destroyed. And if you're thinking that Riri hasn't been handling grief well prior to this, well, she's definitely in a rough place now, and that's a major factor as to why Riri says yes later on in the episode. But we'll get to that. Fully suited up as Ironheart, Riri heads into battle, but first she has to go through Zeke, who, because of his cybernetic upgrades, he's still under the control of the hood. During the fight, Ironheart is able to break Zeke out of the hood's control by kneeing him hecka hard in the groin, thus shutting down his cybernetic defenses. That will do it. Zeke is able to get control of himself again, but he's still not cool with Ironheart. She betrayed his trust and got him thrown in prison, so he lets her know that he's not done with her, but he'll let it slide for today. So based on how this scene plays out, Zeke could potentially become a reoccurring antagonist for Ironheart moving forward. Next, it's Ironheart versus the Hood himself. Thanks to the magic in Ironheart's armor, she's able to see through the Hood's invisibility spell, and for the moment, she has the upper hand in the fight. But the cloak begins warping the Hood even further, turning him into a demonic version of himself. Horrifying. His power surges, and he starts savagely tearing apart Ironheart's armor. In a really cool moment, Riri self-destructs her armor, blowing away the Hood, and now she's left defenseless. Seeing her defenseless, the Hood pulls out his magic pistols and shoots Riri in the head. But it's a hologram. Riri, who's still in her Ironheart suit, is able to rip off the Hood's cloak, taking away all of his power. The battle is over, but the real danger is just beginning. As Riri tries to leave the Hood's base, she's confronted by a mysterious man, the same man who gave the Hood his cloak. At first, she assumes this is Dormammu, based on earlier warnings, but the man just laughs at that idea, mocks Dormammu, and then introduces himself as Mephisto. It's about time Mephisto showed up in the MCU. We got him. Mephisto then gives her an offer. He offers to give her a life that she's always wanted, a life that is iconic and free from the pain of grief. And all he wants in exchange is something that she wouldn't even miss. Spoiler alert, she will miss it. Next, we see Natalie in her stepdad's garage, trying to recreate the AI Natalie. But then, something unbelievable happens. The real Natalie appears. She's back from the dead. Oh my gosh, how did that happen? Riri hugs Natalie, but we immediately notice that something's wrong. Glowing magical scars are starting to form on her arm. The same type of corruption that we saw on the Hood when he was wearing the cloak. That's when it hits. Riri said yes to Mephisto. She literally made a deal with the devil. So now she has Natalie back to life, but at what cost? But Alex, why would Riri say yes to Mephisto after everything she experienced with the Hood? Here's what I think happened. When Riri first fused her armor with dark magic, that moment gave Mephisto the chance he needed to manipulate her. I believe he had control of that magic in her armor, and he intentionally destroyed the AI Natalie to push Riri to that vulnerable, grief-stricken state. Because when you're broken, you're much easier to control, and Riri is definitely broken, and Mephisto knew that. And that's the end of the episode. But like every MCU project, we have a post-credit scene. In the post-credit scene, we see a now powerless Parker Robbins, no longer the Hood, walk into Zelma Stanton's magic shop. And you and I both know what he wants. He wants his power back. And just like when he lost his powers in the comic books, Parker is willing to manipulate any mystic that can help him, including Zelma. So don't be surprised when the Hood returns more powerful than ever. Maybe in the next Doctor Strange movie. This finale paints Riri not as a traditional hero, but as someone who's morally gray. She's brilliant, she's powerful, but she's also vulnerable, and now compromised. Could Mephisto be planning on using Ironheart as a weapon against the world? Or maybe against Doctor Doom? There are rumors that the Ironheart series is supposed to lead directly into Avengers Doomsday, and in the comics, Doctor Doom and Mephisto have major beef. Doom hates Mephisto for stealing his mother's soul, and just like Riri, Doom also fuses magic with technology. That right there sets up some huge storytelling potential down the line. But what did you think of the Ironheart finale? Do you think Riri made the right choice? And do you think we'll see Ironheart take on Doctor Doom in the future? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, go ahead and shoot a magic spell at the like button, subscribe to Hanes for Heroes, and then click on the boxes right here, and I'll see you in a bit.